We've got several leaked images of the Pentax KF DSLR, along with 3 different skins. We also have the leaked date and the leaked price. But something doesn't seem quite right. Details coming up, but first I encourage you to subscribe and choose all notifications so you're kept informed on the latest camera gear, news, and rumors. The Pentax KF DSLR is believed to be the successor to the K70, and according to Digicami-info, the KF will be announced on November the 25th this year, which also happens to be Black Friday, which happens to be right in the middle of US Thanksgiving, the biggest holiday of the year, leading up to the biggest shopping season of the year, and of course Christmas. With Pentax barely registering a pulse these days and the worldwide sales somewhere under 5% globally, is November the 25th, Black Friday during US Thanksgiving, the best time to announce this? And Black Friday is also the beginning of the Christmas shopping season in the United States. And of course, around the world, well, Christmas has already started, which is why most camera companies, or most companies in general, avoid announcing products after the end of October because, well, you're just going to get trampled on. It's going to be like going to a stampede and you're standing there in the middle of the stampede wearing a red suit with red shoes and a red hat, and you're going to get trampled on. I just hope that Pentax comes to their senses and says, yeah, you know what, November the 25th in the United States, one of our biggest market, they're kind of having a big holiday season. It's the biggest holiday of the year, bigger than Christmas. And then on Friday, they all go out shopping like crazy, getting up early, lining up in lines outside stores to outcompete each other to just get a blender or a television. Do we really want to compete against this? Do we have a big enough budget to compete against this? Hopefully, Pentax, if you're listening, please consider choosing a different date, any date, other than November the 25th. Even December the 2nd would be better. November the 25th, not a good idea. As I teased in the intro, we have 3 different skins. Here's a front view of the all black model, which looks pretty good. I think it's clean, it's modern, it's got that little green ring around the shutter button. It's a very smart looking camera. The blue on black is quite bold, a little bit too bold for my liking. And if we look at the white on black, again, I find this a little bit too bold, but what do you think? Do you like the white on black? Do you like the blue on black? Or like me, do you like the classic all black model? So what can we expect to pay for the Pentax KF, a DSLR in the world of mirrorless cameras? Well, body alone, it's going to sell for 119,800 yen, which works out to be exactly today, 816 US dollars. So it'll probably sell for around 799 US dollars. And with the kit lens, the 18 to 55 millimeter, the Pentax KF will cost 139,800 yen, or about 953 US dollars. So probably going on sale for something like 949, or might even go on for 899 US dollars. They might even push it up to go up to 999 US dollars. Pretty affordable, right? Yeah, but I think it's time for a little bit of a reality check. I've been doing this channel for about 3 years now, and this comes up almost all the time. Somebody says, I don't care about video. I don't care about doing 8K. I just want a camera that's designed for photographers that doesn't do video. I don't even care about mirrorless. Well, Pentax is the right camera for you. You should really consider the Pentax KF. It's designed for photographers. There isn't a single video capability in this camera, and it's not even mirrorless. And a camera that's going to cost under $1,000. And if you get it without a lens, you've got all your lenses from the previous Pentax cameras, well, then you can get this for around $799, and that's a bargain. To buy a camera these days for that price, if you're one of those people that said, I'm tired of video, I don't care about mirrorless, I just want a camera designed for photographers, does the Pentax KF DSLR get your attention? I know it's strange saying DSLR in 2022, and actually saying DSLR in 2023 sounds even stranger. But what's really strange to me, what doesn't seem to make sense, is announcing this camera, a DSLR designed for photographers, on November the 25th, on Black Friday, during the middle of the US's most popular holiday season of the year, Thanksgiving. Most people take off from Tuesday and Wednesday all the way through to the following weekend. Not to the following weekend, all the way through the weekend. It's just a very, very busy time. We have Black Friday, and then of course on Monday, we have Cyber Monday. It's just a very, very busy time. And then of course, that leads up into the Christmas holiday shopping season. And I know this is the United States, and 70% of this channel is not from the United States. But one thing we have to understand, or one thing we probably already understand that maybe Pentax doesn't, is that the US market is a huge market, especially when it comes to cameras. And while they might only represent 30% of the viewership for this channel, I bet you anything else, they represent a lot higher than 30% in terms of the market share that Pentax is looking at. Announcing the camera, it almost seems like they're announcing it on April the 1st. I just don't get this date. Please, let the rumors be wrong. Let Digicami-info be wrong about this. November the 25th, 2022? I had to do a Google search just to be sure, and sure enough, yes, Black Friday is on November the 25th this year. I've actually taken the day off. I plan on doing a live stream in the morning to cover all the major deals. I guess along with the major deals, I'll have to put in a segment for the Pentax KF DSLR. Interesting, isn't it? I don't know. Things never cease to amaze me. Most of the camera announcements usually happen at the beginning of the year from the second week of January all the way up until about the end of May. And then in the fall season, from around the second week of September, once everyone's back to school, life's back to normal, from the second week of September up until the end of October is usually when we get our camera announcements. And yes, the M6 Mark II happened in November, but just barely November. And we had a Nikon announcement, again, just barely into November. Just think of it as October. If October had an extra 2 days, it would still be in October. But to wait to Black Friday during the US's busiest holiday season, leading into the world's biggest holiday shopping season, that Christmas season, wow, it's this just is a little bit staggering to me. But if you want to stay up to date on all the latest camera news and rumors, whether it be for Pentax, Canon, Nikon, Sony, Olympus, OMD, OM System, you name it, I cover it. I cover all the major camera news and all the major camera brands. And as you saw here today in this video, I don't always cover all the major camera brands. Sometimes I cover the obscure ones as well. So if you want to stay up to date on all the latest camera news and rumors, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, followed by choosing all notifications. By choosing all notifications, as soon as I publish a new video like this one here, that little bell up in the top where you see that little red circle with the numbers, well, you'll get notified by my video right up there. And that'll save you from scrubbing all the Twitter feeds, RSS feeds, all your favorite websites and YouTube channels. So when you're in a rush, you can come to one place for all your camera news and rumors. That's it for now. Thank you so much. We'll see you again soon.